Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going through all of my Taylor Swift CDs.
Taylor, thanks for
1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch!
What's the word for that, Manchester?
Before we begin, basically I have multiple copies of some of the CDs. There are kind of like a variety of reasons for this. One of them is that like there were multiple like versions, so I bought them because I wanted the multiple versions. And another one of the reasons is that I would have a copy and then my mum would have a copy because she had a CD player in her car, so we'll be listening to the CDs in the car. So that is why I have some of the copies of like the same ones. And other of them, like I've just collected them kind of like over the years. Like it's been a collection that's like 10 plus years in the making, so I didn't buy these all at once. Yeah, please don't judge me too much. I feel like people are going to judge me regardless, but please don't judge me too much. We're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start at the beginning with Debut. So I have 3 copies of Debut, as you can see here. So we have these versions. These are just the normal like Debut, and then we also have the deluxe edition as well. So let's have a look. This is the normal edition. This is the album cover. So we don't currently have a Taylor's version of this. For those who don't know, we are getting a re-recording of Taylor's first 6 studio albums. So what we have already is Fearless and Red Taylor's version, but we don't have a Taylor Swift, which is this, which is her debut album. So we have the CD here. Let's show you what the CD looks like. That's the CD. That's what's behind the CD, which is actually the cover for the deluxe edition. And as well as Taylor re-recording her albums, she also does like a different photo shoot. The previous 2 have used like photos from that tour, because she also doesn't have the rights now to that album photo shoot. This is the track list on this album, so you can read it all there. So we have Tim McGraw, Picture to Burn, Teardrops on My Guitar, A Place in This World, Cold as You, The Outside, Tied Together with a Smile, Stay Beautiful, Should Have Said No, Mary's Song, Oh My My My, Our Song, I'm Only Me When I'm With You, Invisible, Perfectly Good Heart, and Teardrops on My Guitar pop version. And here we have the album like a lyric booklet. This is what it looks like. So originally when Taylor did these like lyric booklets, she would do random capital letters in like the lyrics, but they weren't actually random, and basically you got hidden messages for like the songs. So they'd say like places, or they'd say just like extra stuff. My favourite are definitely 1989 because that kind of tells a story, but yeah, they'd have little capital letters, and it was a really fun thing to do when the album came out, kind of like decipher these like hidden codes. She did stop doing these after 1989, so Reputation doesn't have any hidden messages unfortunately, but I do miss them. But these first few albums do have them. So that is the normal copy of Debut, and then we'll also go through the deluxe copy as well. So the deluxe copy, this is the 2010 re-release. There is also a version of the deluxe copy that has a holographic cover. This is not that version. I wish it was, because that cover's so cool. This includes all of the songs on that previous one, and then it also has Taylor's first phone call with Tim McGraw, and then it also has a video DVD, so this is like the extra stuff, with the Tim McGraw video, Yahoo Music performance and interview feature of Tim McGraw, Teardrops on My Guitar video, Teardrops on My Guitar video behind the scenes, Our Song video behind the scenes, and Taylor's home movie. So this is what it looks like, and then let's open this up. I also want to say some of these CDs, because I had them when I was quite young, are damaged, so please don't judge me. It's only the jewel case that's damaged in a lot of these CDs. The actual, like, you know, lyric booklet and CD itself are fine. So there you go, that's what the audio CD is. And then we also have the video DVD, which is apparently upside down. There you go, so we also have the video DVD as well. That's what that looks like. So yeah, this is the deluxe edition, and this is the 2010 re-release of this, and it also, in the lyric booklet is pretty much exactly the same, but I'm going to show you Picture to Burn, because you might be like, oh well, Picture to Burn is 2010 re-release, it will be the new lyrics. No. So it's actually on this 2010 re-release, for some unknown reason, it has the original lyrics of Picture to Burn. If you know, you know, but that you can see the original lyrics there. And this is also an international copy, so it does have a lyric booklet as well, with like no pictures, just with all the lyrics there. So we'll just pop that back in here. So there we go, that is the Debut era CDs. Next up we have EPs and the Christmas album. So we have the Beautiful Eyes EP, and we also have the Christmas album. So we'll start with Beautiful Eyes, because this is very, very popular on TikTok. It is apparently like very limited edition now, and people always are like, oh my gosh, I want it so much. But here it is. This is Beautiful Eyes. So we'll open it up for you here. This is what it looks like. It's one, again, that has an audio CD and a video CD, because that was really common with Taylor's like first albums, whereas now you don't really get like videos and CDs because people don't really have a video player anymore. So this is the video one, and this audio. There you go. And if you're wondering what is actually on this, it is on the audio CD, Beautiful Eyes, Should Have Said No alternative version, Teardrops on My Guitar acoustic version, Picture to Burn radio edit, I'm Only Me When I'm With You, and I Heart ? And on the video DVD, which is this one, we have Beautiful Eyes, Picture to Burn video, I'm Only Me When I'm With You video, Tim McGraw video, Teardrops on My Guitar pop version video, Our Song video, Making of Picture to Burn video, GAC New Artist Special, and 2008 ACM Awards performance of Should Have Said No. And on the back it also says her MySpace, which I think is really funny. And let's have a look at this lyric booklet in here. I'm really loving the colour scheme of this one. I think it's just the orange. I love it. So there we go. This is obviously quite a oopsie daisy. This is like a smaller lyric booklet because it's not like a full album. It's just kind of like an EP, but it does fold out into a poster. So there you go. So it does fold out into a poster. I've never used it as a poster because obviously it is just like in the album, so we don't want to like take it out because otherwise then the album would look like this, which I don't like as much. But yeah, that is that, and then it looks like this. And then we've obviously got the lyrics to each of these songs. So yeah, that is Beautiful Eyes. Next up, we have the Christmas album. So this has 2 original songs. There is no word on whether she's re-recording this. I would really like her to re-record this because she could now put Christmas Tree Farm on it and maybe any other kind of Christmas song she's done. So it would be iconic. But the track list of this is Last Christmas, Christmas Is When You Were Mine, an original, Santa Baby, Silent Night, Christmas Must Be Something More, an original, and White Christmas. And you'll notice the photo shoot for this is actually Teardrops on My Guitar one. So that is what the CD looks like. It's got a little snowflake on. And then that's what's behind. Sometimes there's like exciting stuff behind the CD, but this one not so much. And this is another one where the lyric booklet's obviously quite small because there's not many like songs on it, but it doesn't open out to a poster, this one really. So looks like that. There you go. And then that's the back. There you go. So that is Taylor Swift, the Holiday Collection. Next up is Fearless. So Fearless is the first one we've got like a Taylor's version of. So we're going to go through Taylor's version in this section as well, just because I think it kind of like, it just makes sense rather than going it in release order, because obviously Fearless Taylor's version came out after a lot of other albums, but I think it makes sense to put Fearless Taylor's version in this section. You can tell from my accent I am from the UK, which means my version of Fearless is slightly different to the US version of Fearless. So if you're from the US, you'll probably know Fearless differently than I do, because this is the version of Fearless that I know. This is the version of Fearless I grew up with. It looks like this. It is slightly different. The majority of stuff is the same, but the track list is different. So the difference on this track list is there are 3 extra songs. But these 3 extra songs were ones from debut and were just put on this. So the extra songs are Our Song, Teardrops on My Guitar, Should Have Said No. So they're the 3 extra songs on this. And then this is what it looks like. And in here, as well as the lyric booklet, we also have this, which is a little slip. And it's when you could buy ringtones. So these won't work now because obviously it's been many years, but you could buy ringtones. You could buy them for Our Song, Should Have Said No, Teardrops on My Guitar, and Love Story for £3. This is the lyric booklet. The lyric booklet is near enough identical to the like US version, but it's got a different like back cover and a different front cover. And that's the CD for this. I'm also going to get out the international version as well, just to kind of show you the difference. These are the 2 different lyric booklets. International, US, and then this is the back. The US version is definitely brighter, which I think is really like weird because the UK one just isn't as bright. So but once you open them, they are the same. There you go. So can you tell the difference? No. So this is international, US. I'm just going to like compare them all to show you that they're the same. US, international. The Fearless photo shoot's so iconic because she like just makes the songs, like recreates them as photographs, if that makes any sense. Whereas some of her later albums she just kind of does like photo shoots rather than like photo shoots like these. So as you can see, very similar. Okay, the same. So I'm keeping international on the bottom and US on the top just so you can see. And this also does have these hidden messages in as well. There we go. Yeah, slightly different. So here is the difference. This is the international version here, and we've got a couple extra pages, and this is the US version. So this is where the US version ends, because the US track list ends on Change. So there we go, that is the end of the US version, and we are keeping with the international one here, because this has extra ones, because it obviously has these songs from debut, and it has those lyrics as well. There you go. So that is the difference between the two lyric booklets, and let's have a look at the CD. So again, the international one, US one. The US one is just brighter. I think I prefer the US one overall, just because it is like brighter, and I think it's more like representing of what Fearless actually is. And then you can see the two different track lists. Again, pretty different. But overall it's obviously it's still Fearless. But yeah, they are the two ones. And then the final one of the like original versions of Fearless, we have Fearless Platinum. Look at that crack. Ugh, terrible. But everything inside is fine. Again, I just wasn't good enough with these when I was younger. So this does have extra songs on it, and you'll notice all these extra songs are on Fearless Taylor's version. But this is what the album cover looks like. Obviously it's much more similar to the US version, but this version was released in the UK. Yeah, the extra songs, if you are wondering, are Jump Then Fall, Untouchable, Forever and Always piano version, Come In With The Rain, Superstar, and The Other Side of the Door. So if you don't know, Untouchable on this is actually a cover. I feel like a lot of people don't know it's a cover or just forget, and it's always quite a shock when they hear it's a cover, because it sounds so Taylor Swifty that it's like a surprise that it's a cover. So there we go, that is the Platinum Edition. We also have a video DVD with this again. A lot of these old ones did have video DVDs. Which way does this open? It opens this way. So this is the video DVD. We're keeping the hand tart. And on the video DVD, we have the music videos for Change, The Best Day, Love Story, White Horse, and You Belong With Me. Then we have behind the scenes videos from Love Story, White Horse, and You Belong With Me. And additional platinum content, the Fearless Tour Photo Gallery, Fearless Tour First Show Behind the Scenes, and the CMT Awards Thug Story. There we go, so that is what that looks like. The lyric booklet again is very, very similar, but it does have a different back cover there, and also the first bit is different because obviously it has extra songs. So we've got Jump Then Fall there, Untouchable. I think my favourite one of these is The Other Side of the Door one. I think that's iconic. And there you go. So then you get to the exact same bit for the rest of it. So yeah, that is Fearless Platinum Edition. When 1989 was first released, there were some rumours that there was going to be a 1989 Platinum Edition. I think it was just spread by Swifties because we wanted it, but that never happened. And I guess kind of now it kind of will be happening when Taylor's version comes out, because we'll get like From the Vault songs. So we'll get extra songs, I guess. Finally, our Fearless, well actually not finally a Fearless, because I'm going to include a DVD in this section. So let's do the DVD first. This is Journey to Fearless. If you don't know, Journey to Fearless is basically kind of like a documentary slash tour video, like tour movie. This is just the basic, it's just the DVD. It's this is what's on it. It's really good. If you've not watched it, I would recommend it. It doesn't have all the performances from this tour, so there's one performance I wish it had on, which is You're Not Sorry, and it's a mashup with What Goes Around, the Justin Timberlake song, but she didn't put it on Journey to Fearless, and I really wish she had. But yeah, great DVD if you've not watched it. You could probably find it online, to be honest. So yeah, I would recommend it. Taylor's version! So Taylor's version is the re-recorded version of Fearless that was released in 2021. These are the two copies I've got. We've just got a normal like copy, and then we've also got a signed copy. So we're going to go through the normal one. I won't read this track list out to you because it is very long, but I will read the Vault songs for you all. So where are the Vault songs? The Vault songs start from here. We also have on this Today Was a Fairy Tale, which is a song from Valentine's Day, the film, which you may have seen. You may not have seen. If you have seen, it's a very good film. If you've not seen, watch it. So we have You All Over Me, feat. Maren Morris, Mr. Perfectly Fine, my favourite one, We Were Happy, That's When, featuring Keith Urban, Don't You, Bye Bye Baby, and also Love Story. There's also a bonus track on here as well, Love Story Elvira remix. Am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. But yeah, there is also a remix on here as well. But this has 27 tracks total, which is quite a lot of extra tracks. So yeah, it looks like this. It's a long. One thing I was disappointed with Fearless Taylor's version is there wasn't a photo shoot the same like way Fearless had a photo shoot. Like the photos for this were mainly just tour photos, which I was a little bit disappointed about, just because I loved the Fearless Taylor's version like aesthetic so much that I wish there was a full photo shoot. And Fearless itself had such a good photo shoot, so I wish this did. But yeah, we also have the hand heart, so I'm happy about that. And I believe the reason the Taylor's versions, like a lot of the merch and stuff, has the tour photos is because she still owns the rights to them, whereas she doesn't own the rights to the original Fearless photo shoot. There you go. So this is the lyric booklet, and again you're just going to see it is mainly tour photographs. Now, when she was announcing Fearless Taylor's version, she did bring back the secret messages, where in the announcement post she put random capital letters, which released was the release date for Fearless Taylor's version, which was a nice little way to kind of like throw it back, it was cute. But as you can see, all of these just tour photographs from the Fearless tour. So there you go. And then I'll also show you the signature as well. It's starting to get dark, which is annoying, so sorry if the lighting is not the best on this, but there you go, that is Taylor's signature. Next up is Speak Now! So we have Speak Now. So we're going to go with these versions first. So we have this and this. These are exactly the same. They were released in 2010, and it's Speak Now. So let's have a look. That's it, this is the back cover, and I'm also going to do the same thing that I did with Fearless US versus Fearless UK to show you the difference between like the lyric booklet. So as you can see here, this is the deluxe, this is a normal. It's got a red kind of like text, and this is purple because the different album covers. Now you'll notice this one has like a little border around, it has a bit here. This is because this is the South American version, but everything other than that is exactly the same. So when you open it up, there we go. So forgive me here. So Fearless, Speak Now, the normal version, Speak Now Deluxe Edition. As you can see, the booklets are slightly different. So this is like a blue, whereas this is like a red. So this one, the normal version, just has this one CD, whereas Fearless, the Deluxe Edition, has 2 CDs. So it has this one, and then it also has this one with the extra songs and content on. If you're wondering, the extra songs are ours. If this was a movie, Superman, Back to December Acoustic, Haunted Acoustic, Mine US version, Back to December US version, and The Story of Us. And it also has videos, so it has on the set behind the scenes of the Mine music video and the Mine music video. So let's have a look at these. So you'll notice on the original version of Speak Now that actually ours wasn't on it, it's only on the deluxe edition. And even though it was on the deluxe edition, she still made it a single because fans wanted it to be a single, which I think just kind of shows exactly how much Taylor cares and listens to her fans. So again, this is very, very, very similar. In fact, I think the whole thing is exactly the same. There you go. So you can see there. I don't think there is any difference between them, but I'm going to show you all. The colours may be slightly different, maybe. Like, it's pretty much the same. The fact we never had a photo shoot for like a music video for Speak Now is an outrage, because that song is just the perfect song for a video. I think the colours are slightly different on here. So you can see they are ever so slightly different. Like this one seems to have more of like a bluey tint to it than this one. I think this one just is more like actual colour, whereas this one is more like aesthetic-y colour maybe. I think the colours definitely, they stand out more on this one, which is the deluxe, than this one. Just see that difference here. You can see kind of like the colour difference. This is kind of like more like the actual kind of like, and that one kind of has like a bluish tint. Does that make any sense? I feel like it kind of makes sense, but also doesn't. So that's that. So you can see there's a difference. I think there's a difference, mainly it's just like the colour. But yeah, there you go. Speak Now, there was also a live DVD and CD, so I'm going to show you them as well. So the Speak Now is Taylor's like tour, that is the only one that has a live CD and DVD, and it looks like this. So this is the normal version of it, and this is the deluxe one. We're going to go through this one because this one's open. So on the CD, it only has the songs from Speak Now, as you can see there, whereas on the DVD, it also has extra songs like Love Story and stuff. On this tour, instead of like surprise songs, she did like surprise covers, which is why like there's Drops of Jupiter, Betty Davis Eyes, etc. There you go. So that's the CD, that's what it looks like. And then the DVD looks like that. I really love the DVD. If you've not watched it, you definitely should. I think it's just so Taylor Swift, so 2010. I really, really love it. Well, 2011. And then this is the deluxe version. My friend Dan very kindly got me this. I made a video like a month or so ago talking about all my Taylor Swift collection, and I didn't have this and I wanted it for so long, but I could never find it, so Dan very kindly sent me it. It's the deluxe version, and the extra stuff includes on the DVD Nashville, which is a cover, Sweet Escape, and Making the Me music video, and also home movies and rehearsals of the Speak Now World Tour. But yeah, I was so happy. I wanted this for so long. Look, we love her. So that was Speak Now, and now we have Red. So we're going to do the same thing we did with Fearless. We're going to go with the original versions, and then we are also going to do Taylor's version. So let's start off with the original. So we have 3 copies of this. We have the deluxe version, 2 of the normal versions, and then also a CD single. So these are the normal version looks like this. These are the tracks. There are 16 tracks on the original version of Red and then 22 on the deluxe. This is what it looks like. One of my favourite things about this album is this, the little thank you. I remember like 12-year-old me seeing this was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed. And I think the original Red photo shoot is one of my favourite Taylor Swift album photo shoots. I think it's just iconic and it's so 2012. So of course we've got the album prologue, which I love, and this did have secret messages as well. But yeah, there's so many photos from this photo shoot that I swear you always seem to find more. Like there just seems to be so many. There is like a photo book out there with like loads of the photographs in. I never got it and I wish I had. One day I'll get it because I love this photo shoot so much. There you go. So this is that is the normal version of Red, and I'll also show you the deluxe. The lyric booklet again is exactly the same, so I won't bother showing you that because it is exactly the same. It's just got a different front cover on. That is the like deluxe version, and these are their extra songs. The extra songs include The Moment I Knew, Come Back Me Here, Girl at Home, Treacherous original demo recording, Red original demo recording, and State of Grace acoustic. No, so obviously the original demo recordings are not on Red Taylor's version, they're just on this because it's obviously the demo recordings. But everything else on that is on Red Taylor's version. This is what it looks like when we open it up, exactly the same in terms of the like lyric booklet, and then this is the deluxe CD because there's so many songs we need an extra CD, and that is what that one looks like, and then that's the normal one. That is Red, the CDs, and then we also have a CD single. So if you don't know, Taylor made like CD singles for like Speak Now and like the Red era. I think they were limited to 2,000. This one is 1495, and yeah, they are what it says on the tin. They are just a CD single. They're just kind of like a nice little like collectible to get, and this is what it looks like. I only have I Knew Your Trouble, and I love it so much. And now we're on Red Taylor's version. I have 3 copies of this. So first up we just have the normal copy that's not signed. Looks like this. This just has so many songs on, like so many, and then because it's so long we've got 2 CDs as well. So there you go. And then the same thing with Fearless. It's got like the album, it's got the tour photo shoot kind of for the album photo shoot, but this one does have more photos than Fearless did, like more of a photo shoot, which I am happy about, but it still does have a lot of the tour ones as well. But then it has extra ones, so I'm happy with this. It's a nice mix of like the old throwback, you know, tour days, but then also a good kind of new stuff as well, which I really, really like. So it looks like this. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of songs on this. I think my favourite vault track it has to be the All Too Well 10-minute version. We waited so long for it. Like, we pestered Taylor Swift for years, and we got it in the end, so woo. And I just think it's the perfect fan Taylor song, and I hope it's one of those songs she always performs on tour, because All Too Well is just so special to us, because we kind of changed the meaning of it for her, because she was all sad performing it in the Red tour, and now like she's happy performing it because she knows we love it, which I think is really special. And then I have 2 signed copies. So if you know why I have 2 signed copies, they were released in the UK store. I bought one as soon as they went on sale, and then it was a few days later and they were still on sale, and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of going through a hard time right now, let's buy another one just to cheer myself up. So like that's why I have 2, and they look like this. Some very, 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 very lucky people got their Red Taylor's version signed, but it also had handwritten lyrics on it. And obviously some people sold them on and they went for thousands. Thousands. If I got it, I would not sell it. It would be my prized possession. If my mum's watching this, no I wouldn't, but I would get it tattooed on me. I wouldn't. 1989! One of my favourite Taylor albums, if not my favourite Taylor album. I love it. The aesthetic, everything, incredible, amazing. So we have 5 copies of this, obviously. So this one, I've lost the lyric booklet, sorry Taylor. Then we have this one, I think this is the one. Yes, I'm going to show you this one because this one still has the Polaroids in. So I'm going to show you this one, and then we have the deluxe version, which is very, very similar. I'll just show you the CD for this one now. This is what the deluxe version looks like, and the lyric booklet is exactly the same. Another deluxe version still with the case on, and then another normal version with a little like nice case on, and then we're going to go through this one. So the cases, I don't believe this like cardboard case is still on the albums, like if you bought it now, but it was on during the first like 2 years, and it's just kind of like a protective case, We also have the Polaroids, which I'll get to at the end, and this is the album. So that's what it looks like. That's the back cover. If you saw my video the other day, I also made a video about me opening the 1989 vinyl, and on the inner bit of the vinyl is this. So yeah, and I'll just take this off so you can see what's behind. It's just the seagulls. Let's go through the lyric booklet. The 1989 photo shoot is iconic. It just, the fact it has the Polaroids, it just, oh my gosh, it was just the perfect album for 2014. Never forget. It was amazing. We love her. There we go. Is it? There you can see. I love her so much. And this is the last of Taylor's albums to have the hidden messages. We missed them so much. I love the hidden messages. They were just like a nice little thing for the fans. But she does so much for us, so it's okay. And there we go. And now I'm going to go through all of the Polaroids. So, well, not all of the Polaroids. I'm going to go through one pack of the Polaroids. I did get them all in the end. I think there was 5 different sets you could get, 5 sets of 13, and they came with like this. So they look like this. There were 2 different versions of the Polaroids. So the ones that were more like plasticky. Okay, I've got one here. It's a little bit damaged, so some of these went on my wall. So again, they were damaged because I had these when I was like 14, but I don't know if you can see the difference. So this is the difference between the 2. I don't know if you can properly see like on camera. Can you see on camera? Because like, can you see that this is more like plasticky and this is like paper? Yeah, that's the difference between the 2. So there were 2 different versions of it. But yeah, these are the first set of Polaroids. So these are numbers 1 to 13. They look like this. We love them. It was just such a nice thing to do, and I really think it encouraged people to buy the album because like these are just the most amazing kind of like collectibles. I really love them. It's probably one of my favourite things Taylor has ever done in an album before. I really love them. My only criticism is that they were random, so you could end up getting like the same of multiple packs. Obviously that encourages you to buy more albums, so I understand it from a marketing perspective, but from a fan perspective I wish there was kind of like a difference like with Midnight's where you can see the difference like before you buy it, but that's what they look like. Here's 1989. We love 1989. I'm going to pop this one back in. Love her. Reputation. So Reputation, we've got the CDs, we've got 2 of these, and we've also got the magazines. Oh, the CDs, again, they've got this like little cardboard cover on them. Oh, looks like this and like that. Let's open this bad boy up. I love this CD so much. Another one I'm going to be really sad to say goodbye to because I just think it's so, oh, it's perfect. And this one also has this in it. If you know, you know. Basically, for it doesn't work anymore. I gave this code to a friend, so it's okay to show you all. But for Taylor's rep tour, you got these things called Boost. This was only in the US. But yeah, they were really good. So if you bought like merch, or you bought an album or stuff, you got like a Boost, and it just helped you get concert tickets. It was definitely a really good system, and it's a shame they didn't have that for this time, but I believe that was Ticketmaster's fault and not Taylor's. There we go, so this is the album booklet. I wish the album booklet had more like pictures. Because it is just kind of like text, so it's kind of like newspapery, which is quite cool. But yeah, I think it's compared to the other ones, it's definitely not my favourite, but I do like the album cover a lot. I think the album cover is so iconic. I remember I was in Washington when it came out, and I saw it and I thought it was a joke, because I was like, surely not, like this Reputation? It was just amazing. Like, not a joke in like a bad way, a joke in like, no, she's not done this, but she did. I remember when she teased Reputation, she teased it with like a snake, like the end of a snake, so a snake's tail, and people were like, is that a dragon? No, it's not a dragon. She was called a snake for what, 2 years? Do you think it's a dragon? No. So these are just those copies, and then we have these. I'm going to be doing a full video on this. I just think they deserve their own video, but these are the magazines. Incredible, amazing. They definitely deserve their own video. And I'll just do, in terms of the CD, obviously you got the CD in it, but then you could make your own CD case to like protect it, because it got this little like fold out bit in the middle, but I never did. I just kind of kept the CD, and the CD is in there. And you also got the lyric booklet as well. So the CD is just like in this little bit there, and then the lyric booklet is also in there as well. And it's the same one that's in the album. But I do think that's really cool that you got like that, and you can make your own little album. But yeah, these deserve their own videos because they're just too good. Love that! Okay, we're getting more up to date. We're getting to 2019. So let's start off with this bad boy. We have the Lover, we have the signed copy of Lover. My lovely friend Dan got me the signed copy, which I cannot thank him enough for because she's beautiful, she's incredible. I only have one copy of this, like one like CD, like jewel case one. So I did take out my original album booklet because the signed copies, if you don't know, I've said if you don't know so much, just in case people don't know stuff, I'm not trying to swift explain. when Me came out, you could get a signed version of Me, but then they changed that signed version of Me to a signed lyric booklet, but you only got the lyric booklet, not the album, basically. I love this album so much. I think the CD is absolutely stunning. And then it says Meet Me on the Afterglow behind it. But I think a lot of people miss, like, when you don't get the CDs or you don't take the CD off, you do miss these, like, little, like, kind of, like, not Easter eggs, but just, like, nice little, like, bits. But look at that. Incredible, beautiful. And then I'm going to go through the lyric booklet, but I'm going to get a different one out for you all because I don't want to get that one out. And then we have the Me single. My friend Dan also got me this. This is what was with the signed copy of Lover. My copy of Lover that I bought the day it came out is this bad boy. I actually did a full video of this, you can check it out, of me unboxing it, and this is the Lover box set. I got it for $49.99 from HMV on the day it came out. Looks like this. It is probably one of my favourite Taylor things she's done. Again, I just love the fact it's like a box, it's like a good quality box as well. You got these temporary tattoos that I never used, and I love it. I think it's just so amazing. So this is the Lover lyric booklet. I am sad about that. Lover was definitely like the most Me era to exist. That was, pardon the pun, of Me, but just the pinks, the purples, the blues, it was so Me, and I'm sad it got cut short. I'm sad Loverfest never went ahead, but I understand, but just know that I am sad about it. There we go. So this is the lyric booklet for that, and just, she's incredible. I love the aesthetic, I love the colours, amazing. So you're going back in there, and then also, as well as that, I also have the Lover journals. So we'll pop you back there. We have all 4 of the Lover journals. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. These all came with the CD, they also came with a poster. I will be doing, again, another separate video on this because they deserve their own video, but basically there were 4 different versions, and they include, like, bits from Taylor's diary, and it's just very iconic. And at the end they've got blank pages that you can put your own stuff in, and then you did get the CD as well. So the CD and the lyric booklet, kind of similar to the Rep magazines, you got it at the back there, and it's just, oh, I love them. Again, just a really creative thing. My only issue with them is that I wish the clouds had been slightly different colours on each. Like, the difference is that the colour on the top, if you can see there, for like Deluxe version 1, Deluxe version 2 is slightly different. But other than that, they're very similar, whereas I wish they were kind of different. We're almost at the end, don't worry everyone. This has been a long one, but I hope you've enjoyed the ride. Folklore. So in terms of Folklore, we've got this one. Folklore was obviously a surprise release, so the CD itself came out later, and the CD includes The Lakes, which wasn't on streaming when it first came out. Looks like this. This is the CD. Beautiful, incredible, gorgeous. And let's go in the lyric book. I love the Folklore photo shoot as well. I do also wish though that the photos, like, we could see them in colour as well, because obviously like most of it is in black and white, but I still love her. I just think the most perfect album, like, to be released of 2020. Most definitely deserved album of the year. Like, it just, incredible. It really is. I just think it's one of those albums that's just like life-changing. Like, not even to be dramatic, but it's actually life-changing. When you listen to it in full in order and you get to Betty and it just all fits together, like, it's just, oh, it's just one of those albums. Like, it's truly, Folklore is definitely a special album, like a really special album. So that's just the normal version. We also have, I think this is the Meet Me Behind the Mall version. There were multiple different covers. I only got this one. I got this quite late, and I wish I got more, because it was like the pandemic and stuff. I didn't want to like spend like loads of money on CDs, and I also wish I got more of the vinyls, but I didn't collect the vinyl back then. But anyway, this is what it looks like. And then we also have a signed copy. Now, up until recently, I had 2 signed copies, but now I just have this one. Basically, I traded one of my signed copies for a signed copy of Midnight's. I'm also trading my other copy of Red for a signed Blood Moon copy. So if you have a signed Blood Moon copy of Midnight's and want to get a signed copy of Red, Taylor's version, let me know, because I'm trying to trade it. But yeah, these are my copies of Folklore. Evermore, there was only that one cover. Again, I love Evermore. I think Evermore is underappreciated by everyone, including Miss Swift herself. We've got the signed version here, which is gorgeous. Her hand was struggling. Her hand was fighting for its life. And then here. One of my favourite songs on this album, and in fact of all time, is Right Where You Left Me. I prefer the CD on this, like the actual like CD like picture, because it's a bit like more different, whereas the Folklore one is just kind of like the trees. There you go, and this is the lyric booklet. Again, Evermore, it's so underrated. I think Evermore deserves better. And just Right Where You Left Me, it's technically on like the deluxe edition, whereas all of the actual physical copies of Evermore are deluxe. So if you buy a physical copy of Evermore, it's deluxe, whereas when you stream it, originally it was only like the normal version you could like stream. Kind of like to have like an extra surprise when then the CDs came out later on, that you get like 2 extra tracks, which was really good. So there we go. We love her. We do. Incredible. Beautiful. Amazing. So that is Evermore. We love her with my whole heart. And then finally, we are up to our current like album Taylor Swift is on. Honestly, by the time I released this video, she could have released another one. You never know with Taylor Swift. She's wild. She's a wild woman. Midnights. So if you've not seen, I also have a video on my channel of my Midnights vinyl unboxing, but I'm going to show you all my CDs now. So first up, we have this one. This is the sealed one I have. This came with the Capital One box set. I did a video unboxing it if you want to check that out. All the self-promo, you know. If you're here, you should watch the other ones as well. So that's what that looks like. And then we have these, and these are all signed, and I am just looking for the Blood Moon one, and then I can complete the clock. The clocks, unfortunately, were never released on the UK website, which is super sad. But it's fine, it's fine. One day I'll find it. That's the wrong way around. That was so anticlimactic. I wanted to show you the signed photo. That's the signed one that comes with Blood Moon. I'm obsessed with the CD on this. I think it's just so clever that it looks just like the vinyl. And I think I prefer it to the vinyl as well. Like, in terms of the Moonstone Blue and the Mahogany one, I prefer the CD just because it's more like uniform. Whereas the marbling for like vinyl can be quite like random, because that's kind of the risk when you buy like marbling from vinyl, if that makes sense, because they can just be like completely random. And then the colours inside the album booklet are from the different variants. So there's, well, 5 variants technically, but Lavender and Moonstone Blue have the same like front cover, apart from obviously the different colours, and the same part of the clock on the back. But yeah, this is the lyric booklet for this. We love her. I think Midnights is just, it's a phenomenal album. If you're wondering my favourite, it's Mastermind and Would've, Could've, Should've right now. So yeah, that's that. And then we also have Mahogany. And I prefer the CD for this just because it's like the nice mahogany colour, whereas the vinyl was like a yellowy transparent colour. And everything in the lyric booklet is the same other than this little strip here that's like the colour of that version. And then we have the sign print there, and that's the like part of the clock. And then finally we have Jade Green. There is obviously 2 more versions of this. I don't have them yet, but I think I will be buying them. So this is Jade Green, same thing, it's the only difference is the colour there. This is the signed photo, the CD. I love them. I love the fact that the clocks, and if you're wondering, all of the back is exactly the same as well on these CDs. But yeah, this is part of the clock. And let's see, I can make almost part of a clock. I can make part of a clock. It doesn't have its like hands because you can't get that on the UK store, but I've made part of a clock. I can almost tell the time. But yeah, they are my Taylor Swift CD collection. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been kind of fun to go through them all. It's been kind of a rush, you know, I've been trying to kind of get through them all at once. It's not like the most detailed one. If you want me to go into like detail on any of them, let me know, because I'll do that. I'm going to do separate videos for the Lover journals and the Reputation magazines, because they deserve their own video because they're that amazing. But I hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, that'd be really cool. And if you hit the bell icon after you subscribe, you'll be notified every time I post, so you won't miss any videos. But yeah, I hope you've liked this video. It's been really fun. Let me know what your favourite Taylor Swift album is in the comments, your favourite Taylor Swift CD. Just let me know your opinions. I always like to listen. Have a great day and hopefully see you soon.